Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing super well. Today I decided to film a college advice video. I've seen a lot of these actually circulating, especially on TikTok, and I feel like I'm a little late to the game, but we're still new, a month or two into college and school and stuff like that, so I feel like any time is a good time to give advice. So before I get into the advice, I just want to say that please take any advice that I'm giving in this video with a grain of salt. Everybody's experience is different. I'm currently a junior in college, so I feel like I have some advice. These are kind of things that have helped me, so hopefully it helps somebody. So let me stop talking and let's get into it. So the first thing I would say is utilize as many opportunities as possible. There are so many opportunities in college, from internships to getting connections with people in future career paths, stuff like that. So really utilize the opportunities that you do have in college. Not to mention, there's a lot of resources on your campus that help you tremendously, so please look into that. Literally last semester, I was walking around with one of my friends and they had a booth and they had cookies and lemonades, and we were eating it and we were talking to them about what's on campus. And they were talking about how they have scholarships, funding, and different things like that. Free funding for anybody who needs it. And it's crazy how much people don't know that there's so many resources like that out there. You're probably not gonna get as much resources and opportunities like that outside of college, so please utilize them while you have them. The next thing is talk to people. In college, you kind of get nervous, especially when you're a freshman and you don't really know anybody, or you when you walk into a classroom, sometimes there can be a lot of people, so it's hard to make friends. But I think the biggest thing that helps is realizing that everybody wants to make friends. Everybody's nervous, everybody is feeling awkward and doesn't really know anybody, so this is a perfect opportunity to make friends. Something that I do that helps me make friends is if I'm sitting next to somebody, I'll talk to them about something that relates to what we're talking about. So if the teacher has a topic and I kind of look around the room and see that everybody's confused, I'll go over to that person and be like, oh my gosh, did you understand what she was saying? They'll be like, oh no, and then that's how we build conversations. Or even just asking people what their major is or what they want to do or how they've been feeling can really open up a conversation. But don't be afraid to talk to people. People want people to talk to them most of the time. Something I realized is if you don't start the conversation, most likely the other person won't start the conversation. If you're overthinking oh my gosh, I want to talk to this person, the person next to you is probably thinking the exact same thing. So somebody has to start a conversation. Next thing is write things down. It is so easy to forget assignments, especially when you have exams and quizzes and all these things. So please write things down. You can have a planner, post it, just write things down. I noticed that when you write things down, you are more likely to remember it. Next thing is ask questions. I feel a lot of times people feel kind of self-conscious, especially when you're in a room and you feel like everybody knows what's going on. Don't be afraid to ask your professor questions, because that's what they're there for. I think the biggest thing that's helped me is if I'm feeling really self-conscious, I might ask someone next to me, and if I feel like that person didn't really go into detail as much as I would like, I stay after. So there's office hours and things like that where you can have one-on-one time with your teacher. There's also tutoring and things that could help you, but like I said, please ask questions. Don't sit there in confusion. Next thing is study. But when I was in high school, I didn't really study very much. I had a couple assignments and stuff that I would study for, but for the majority of the part, it was if I got it, I got it. If I didn't, I didn't. College is more of just you have so many assignments and so many things to do. And so the biggest thing I would say to help you is study. I've never met anybody in my college experience that told me that they passed a class without studying. There are some classes you can get away with not studying, but majority of the time you need to study. So save yourself this trouble and study. 8 a.m.s hit differently. Woo! Okay, I don't know what it is, but as soon as you get your high school diploma and you get that stamp and you're ready to go to college, it is not the same as high school. It's so, I don't know what it is. I don't know what turns off or on in our brains, but it's not the same. So I would definitely recommend maybe having classes that even 9 a.m.s are better than 8 a.m.s, because I don't know what it is, but 8 a.m.s are just so different and it's so hard. You can't even focus. It is insane. Don't take 8 a.m.s if you can help it. If you can't help it, then take the class, but I don't recommend 8 a.m.s. Next thing is do things at your own pace. This is super important in college or just in this time in our lives. It's so easy to look around and see what other people are doing, and you instantly compare yourself to those other people and what they're doing. College is about finding a schedule that fits you and doing things that are gonna help you later on in life. The biggest thing I would say is just don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Do things at your own pace. If it's slower than how everybody else is doing it, that's fine. If it's a little bit faster than everybody else, that's fine. But college is just about doing things that help you at the end of the day. So don't really worry about what everybody else is doing, and it's so easy to worry about other people, but really tune everybody out, because you have to do things that help you and benefit you. So please do not do things because you feel like other people are doing it and I need to do this. No. Next thing is take a break every once in a while. It is super important that you really just listen to your body. Like if your body is telling you relax, relax. If your body's telling you that you're tired, take a nap. Like really listen to your body and take those necessary breaks, because it's super important, especially when you're in college. If you burn out very quickly, you're going to have a hard couple of years. If you're feeling super stressed out because of an exam or a test, maybe go on a walk, maybe vent with some friends, or just watch some YouTube videos, but do something that brings you back, because if you are so far gone, it's going to be hard to come all the way back. So take your necessary breaks, drink water, eat, don't skip meals. Like really try your very best to take care of your body, because if you don't take care of your body, you're going to pay for it later. Don't wait till the last minute. If you can help it, please don't wait till the last minute. I'm a procrastinator, and I know this for a fact. Sometimes you just don't want to do things because you're super tired or you don't really feel like it. But the best thing I would say is just pace yourself. Even if you know, like say for instance, you have an exam on Friday, right? Monday, maybe look at the prompt, put your name on the Google Doc and put a date and then close it. But like space yourself out, like give yourself enough time to finish those assignments and do those things. But you do not want to wait till last minute, especially in college. You'll be so stressed out. And Sundays are the most stressful days for college students, because that's the time that we wait till the last minute. So please, if you can help it, don't wait till the last minute, because it can affect you so bad. It's things like FAFSA. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna expose myself. I waited till the last minute to do FAFSA, like literally the last minute, like I think it was like the week before classes. I know. I did that, and it was so frustrating and so hard, and I didn't even get my financial aid until later on within the school year. So save yourself the stress and do things on time. Like really try and pace yourself so you're not like stressed out and worrying about things, because it will really, really affect you, and you'll be like, man, why did I do that? So save yourself the hassle and just take my advice. It's okay to change your mind. This one was a really big one for me, whether it's like changing your mind about a class you're taking or even your major. Really realize that it is okay to change your mind. College is all about figuring out what you like, what you don't like. It's okay to say, I don't want to take this class anymore. It's okay to say that, you know what, this semester I'm gonna take a break. Instead of taking 4 classes, I'm gonna take 2 classes or 3. Don't let anybody ever make you feel bad for doing something that is going to help you in the long run, because it's your life. Or you just want to change your mind about whatever. You want to take a gap year, you want to do this. Don't listen to anybody else. Do what you think is best for you. Ooh, this is a big one. Buy what you need and not what you want. Okay, let me say it again. Buy what you need, not what you want. Okay, I think it's great to splurge on yourself sometimes. Sometimes you need that vacation or you need that shopping spree. Great. I'll use myself as an example. When I was in middle school, this wasn't even in high school. When I was in middle school, I think it was my freshman year of high school, or I went out and bought $300 worth of supplies. I kid you not. I bought highlighters, pens, pencils, paper. Like I bought everything in the book. And I remember like I had a family friend who was like, why are you buying so many things? Like you're not gonna need all that stuff. And I was like, no, I need it. I bought all those things and I didn't even use half of them. To this day, mind you, I'm a junior in college. I still have school supplies from that shopping spree. And I really wish I wouldn't have wasted my money, because I could have used it for other things. Especially when you're in college and you're kind of tight on money, it's really, really important that you make purchases with a conscious mind and a clear mind, okay? Like really think about the things that you're buying. Like if you're buying a hydro flask, great. You don't need 10 hydro flasks, you just need 1. If you're buying pencils, you don't need the biggest and most expensive pencils. You just need something that can get you through the weeks, because I tell you, when it gets to like the final exams and your midterms, you're not gonna worry about whether you're using the expensive pen or the cheap pen. You're just gonna be like, I need a pen, period. Later on, you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't need this, I didn't need this, I didn't need this, and I could have used my money for this thing. So think about it before you buy it. This one is a big one. Do not rely on your academic advisors. This is why I say this. Academic advisors are great. They're supposed to help you and steer you in the right direction. But if you don't get a good academic advisor, it can screw up your whole semester and you end up taking classes that you don't need and just wasting your money. So the biggest thing I would say is that they have this like audit sheet, which tells you all the courses that you're required to take for your major. Look at it, figure out what you want to take, talk to your academic advisor about it, great, and then make your classes yourself if you can. Because the biggest thing that happens with people is they rely on their academic advisors and they end up screwing themselves over. This year, it happened to me. I had an academic advisor who was like telling me you should go in this class, this class, this class. And then when I was doing it, it didn't fit my schedule. So literally at the last minute, I had to talk to another academic advisor because my schedule was just not working. And she told me that some of the classes I was taking, I didn't even need to take. So not only did I waste my time, time and my money and my effort could have delayed me a semester, and I would have been graduating later than I should have. Know what's going on. Don't rely on your academic advisor. Make sure you know you're staying on track and doing all the things you need to do so you don't end up screwing yourself over, because academic advising will screw you over. Make time for the things that you love. A lot of times when you're in college, sometimes when you're working and you're going to college, it can be really hard to manage your personal life but also academic life. For instance, throughout the week you decide to do all your work, get everything done so that the weekend can be reserved for you and your friends or whatever you want to do. But don't let your schooling or your job stop you from doing things that you love and things that will help you to keep going. You can do the things that you love. Please don't neglect that, because that's super important. You try your very best to manage your time properly so you can do the things that you want to do. Next thing is, don't feel pressured to feel cool or to fit in. When you go to college, you'll meet a whole bunch of different people from different backgrounds. You don't really need to fit in or to be cool. Don't feel like you need to be cool or fit in or do specific things to try and fit the norm of like what a college student should do. What you should be doing is focusing on your books and studying so you can graduate and get that degree, okay? So don't worry if not going to parties, or what ends up happening is they feel like if they're not going to parties and they're doing all this stuff, they're missing out on the college experience. But the college experience is unique to everybody, so you're not necessarily missing out. So don't feel afraid or feel pressure to do specific things because you want to be that college student. You are a college student regardless of what you do. So all I'm gonna say is that don't feel pressure. Smoking, drinking, partying, doing all that stuff, I don't really see the appeal to it, but just be mindful and be smart. It's okay if you're not going to parties or you don't have a sorority. It's fine. That's not the full college experience. That's just one side of it. I know for me, when I went to college, I didn't go outside. I stayed at my home school, and I was really sad because I felt like I was missing out. Like, again, this fear of missing out. But I realized, like, I'm a college student regardless. I'm going to school, I'm making friends. It doesn't matter that I didn't go to another school outside of the state, like I stayed here. It's fine. So don't feel this pressure, this whatever, because it's not all that. And the last thing is have fun. College is a very interesting experience. You're sad, you're happy, you're stressed, you're going through all these emotions. So just have fun. Don't worry about it. Don't stress out too much about it. You will make it through. It may seem like not making it through or you're feeling sluggish or something's happening. I'm telling you, everything will work itself out. That is all the college advice I have for you today. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry if this video was super long, but I really tried to get everything in there. These are just some pieces of advice I wish somebody would have told me, or people told me, and it really helped me. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you've been in college or you're currently in college and you have some advice or some things that I didn't touch on, please leave it down below. If I remember anything, I'll leave it down below. I love you guys. Stay inspired.